President of ECOSOC, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you warm greetings from the Kingdom of Bhutan. It is a pleasure for me to participate in this year's high-level political forum on sustainable development. The theme for this year's forum rightly captures the hope of countries across the globe to build back better from the pandemic. Mr. President, as you rightly mentioned in your invitation letter, everyone everywhere must have access to vaccines and adequate social and economic support to overcome the pandemic and achieve the SDGs. Bhutan presented its first voluntary national review in 2018 and is happy to present its second VNR to the high-level political forum this year. This is a testimony of our commitment to the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The 2030 Agenda has a particular significance for Bhutan as it resonates strongly with our development philosophy of gross national happiness. This holistic approach to development provides a strong foundation for the integration and implementation of the SDGs into our national plans. Bhutan also marks the 50th anniversary of its membership in the United Nations this year, making this high-level forum and VNR even more significant to us. Since our first VNR, several important developments have taken place. We have started implementation of our 12th five-year plan. Bhutan's graduation from the LDC category by 2023 was endorsed by the General Assembly, and the process for preparation of a smooth transition strategy is underway. And Bhutan has also embarked on formulation of a 21st century economic roadmap, a long-term strategy to transform the Bhutanese economy. The roadmap is firmly based on the principles of inclusiveness and sustainability in line with GNH and the SDGs. Of further significance is His Majesty the King's royal decrees for the reform of the country's civil service and the education system to fundamentally transform these major institutions to be more suited to navigating through the 21st century. However, Bhutan's VNR was prepared against the backdrop of the COVID-19 pandemic, which continues to devastate lives and livelihoods across the globe. Despite successfully preventing a public health crisis under the far-sighted and compassionate leadership of His Majesty the King, and through a whole-of-society approach, the socio-economic impact of this pandemic has been devastating. Our economy has been affected badly by the pandemic. GDP growth decelerated to -6.1% by the end of 2020, which was initially projected to grow at 6.9%. A large number of people dependent on tourism and allied sectors were left unemployed, and many Bhutanese working overseas returned home, leading to a sharp increase in unemployment. We are also concerned about our health system's capacity to deal with a prolonged pandemic, in addition to the concern on quality of education. Furthermore, Bhutan remains highly vulnerable to climate change impacts and natural disasters, despite its strong environmental conservation policies. Nevertheless, the Royal Government of Bhutan is committed to ensure that the progress we have made is sustained. We have already initiated a number of activities for recovery. With the implementation of the Economic Contingency Plan, the government intends to address and mitigate the impact on different economic sectors, including tourism, agriculture, and infrastructure. It is also identifying short-term measures to support the production and manufacturing sector to keep existing industries operational and to explore longer-term reform measures to ensure that these industries thrive post-pandemic. These activities are based on the important lessons we learned from responding to and dealing with the pandemic, including the need and possibilities for long-term, transformative, and green solutions for our food system, local economy, public service delivery, approaches to learning, data ecosystem, and preparedness for disasters and future pandemics. The Royal Government of Bhutan looks forward to strengthened partnership with our development partners, including the civil society and the private sector, in our endeavor to implement and achieve national development priorities and the SDGs. This has assumed even greater significance against our impending graduation from the LDC category. Lastly, I would like to offer my hope and prayer that through our collective endeavor, we will be able to overcome the pandemic and its impacts. Thank you all and Tashdile.